Two traders can look at the exact same chart, take the exact same setup, and one walks away with profit while the other destroys his account, not because of strategy, not because of indicators, but because of something happening inside their mind. And if you don't understand this, the market will take your money again and again. Today, I want to show you the real reason most traders fail, the moment every trader experiences. You've been watching a setup for hours, maybe days. Your analysis is clear. The level is perfect. Everything says this trade should work. So you enter, you place your stop, you sit back waiting. Then suddenly the market drops, straight through your stop loss. You're out, and seconds later, the market reverses. It moves exactly where you expected, without you, and in that moment something happens inside you. Your chest tightens, your jaw locks, and a voice appears in your head. The market hunted my stop. They took my money. This is not fair, but here is the truth. The market did not attack you. The market revealed you. The market is a mirror. Most traders think the market is something to beat, something to predict, something to control. But the market is none of those things. The market is a mirror. It reflects what is already inside you. Your fear, your impatience, your need to be right, your inability to accept uncertainty. Because the market itself is neutral. It doesn't know your name. It doesn't know your trade. It doesn't care about your stop loss. It simply moves based on the beliefs of millions of traders. Every candlestick on a chart is a decision, a belief, a moment of emotion. That green candle pushing higher, that's confidence. That's excitement. That's someone believing price will go up. That long red candle collapsing downward, that's fear. That's regret. That's someone desperately closing a position. Charts are not just price movements. They are human psychology printed on a screen. And when you understand that, everything about trading changes. The biggest lie traders believe. Most traders believe their job is to predict the market. But prediction is not the goal. Probability is. The market is an environment of uncertainty. Every moment in the market is unique. Even if a setup looks identical to the last 20 trades, this moment is still different. Different traders, different emotions, different decisions, which means any trade can lose. Even perfect setups, even perfect analysis. And here's the idea that separates professional traders from struggling ones. You do not need to know what will happen next to make money. Let that sink in. You don't need certainty. You only need an edge. The emotional journey of every trader. Every trader goes through the same cycle. First comes hope. You discover trading and believe it could change your life. Then comes excitement. You make your first few trades. Maybe you win. Then something dangerous happens. You hit a streak of winning trades. And excitement turns into euphoria. You feel unstoppable. You feel like you figured it out. But that's where the trap begins. Because in that moment, you start believing something false. You start believing you can control the market. You increase position sizes. You stop following rules. And eventually, the market changes. Losses begin. At first, you deny it. It's just a pullback. My analysis is still right. But the losses grow. Denial turns into fear. Fear turns into panic. And panic turns into revenge trading. You try to win everything back. You double your position. You break every rule you had. And the losses become bigger. Until finally, if you survive long enough, you reach acceptance. The truth about consistent trading. Acceptance changes everything. Acceptance means understanding one powerful truth. Losses are part of the game. Even the best traders in the world lose trades. Many lose 40% of the time. Some lose even more. What makes them profitable is not being right. It's managing risk. Because trading success is simple math. If your winners are larger than your losers, and your system has a slight edge, over time you win. But most traders never reach this level because their ego gets in the way. The war inside every trader. Inside every trader, there is a battle. On one side is ego. On the other side is discipline. Ego wants to be right. Ego wants to prove something. Ego hates being wrong. Discipline doesn't care about any of that. Discipline only cares about following the plan, trade after trade, rule after rule, without emotion, without hesitation, without needing every trade to win. And this is where most traders fail. They think success comes from finding the perfect strategy. But the truth is much deeper. A perfect strategy in the hands of an emotional trader will fail. But a simple strategy in the hands of a disciplined trader can build wealth. Because the real challenge in trading is not the market. It's mastering yourself. The zone. There's a mental state that professional traders talk about. They call it the zone. In the zone, you enter trades without fear. You exit trades without hesitation. You accept losses without emotional pain. You follow your system automatically, not because you are forcing discipline, but because your mind understands probability. In the zone, one losing trade doesn't matter. One winning trade doesn't matter. Only the process matters. And when you reach that state, trading becomes something completely different. You are no longer reacting to the market. You are executing a system. Calm, focused, detached. The final truth. Most people come to trading looking for a strategy. They want the perfect indicator, the perfect entry, the perfect system. But the truth is, the strategy was never the problem. The mindset was, trading at its deepest level is not about money. It's about self-mastery. It's about learning to stay calm in uncertainty. It's about accepting losses without emotional damage. It's about following your plan even when emotions scream at you to break it. Because the market will always be a mirror. It will always show you your fears, your impatience, your ego. And every time it does, you have a choice. React the same way you always have. Or evolve. Become the trader who is calm in chaos. The trader who is not shaken by losses. The trader who executes with clarity. That trader already exists inside you. The market will keep showing you the path. The only question is, are you ready to see it?